I'm going to walk you through step by step how to start a lucrative membership site on Kajabi. I'm talking memberships that generate 50K in recurring revenue, which me and my clients have achieved specifically using the YouTube platform to get members. I'll talk more about YouTube later, but in this video, I want to specifically help you to plan out the features and the pricing of your membership. In my last video, I outlined how to use Kajabi to create the product, the landing page, the checkout page, the offer, and also the email automations. So you can feel free to watch that past video. But in this video, I want to just help you to really plan out the logistical features and ensure that it's something that's in alignment with your ideal lifestyle and also what your audience wants and needs. And in case you don't know, a membership site is a subscription-based model where members can get continual access to your products, services, and also access to you. And Kajabi is a great platform to offer a membership because it truly is a business in a box. It has everything you need to offer a membership and more. So you can create landing pages on there. There is a communities feature, out email automations. You can host the product in there and any course material, and the list really goes on and on. So if you're not using Kajabi and you want to give it a try, feel free to use my 30-day free trial link down below. And that does come with a free 1-hour strategy session with me where I will help you to use Kajabi and also just to map out your long-term vision for your business. So starting with step number 1, you must outline your membership features. So here is a checklist right here of all the possible features that you can offer in your membership. Do you want to offer group calls, a community, maybe other resources like course material or audios or different worksheets, maybe a workbook? Do you want to offer more access to you? Because you don't need to do all of these, but again, you want to decide something that's in alignment with you and also something that will help your members gain a lot of value. And sometimes more isn't more, sometimes less is more, because then members will get too overwhelmed by so many features. So let's talk about group calls. What could that look like? Because you could do more of like a live Q&A style where perhaps people submit questions to you, and then during the live call, you can answer those questions. And maybe you can decide, okay, do I want to be able to talk directly to my members? Or maybe you're only streaming the live Q&A and people are just watching, but they can't come off mute. They can't ask you questions directly. Maybe there's a little chat feature. One of my clients, she actually does a private live stream onto YouTube where she addresses her members' questions, and beforehand she will have them submit their questions so that she knows what she is covering. And during the call, people can interact in the chat and she can talk to them that way. Maybe you want to have more of a group coaching style where you are kind of like in a Zoom room with people. Kajabi does have that feature. And maybe you can talk with people. They can ask their questions directly or ask for feedback with your niche. Maybe you do more of a workshop style where you are teaching people. Maybe there's worksheets, maybe there's exercises for them to implement, or maybe it's just more of like a casual conversation. Maybe it's something where, members bring a cup of tea and you're all just talking about, whatever your membership focus is. It can be more of a conversational approach, and you could just be the one who is leading the conversation. The second thing is, what can a community look like? So the nice thing about Kajabi is that they have like a Facebook group feature where people can interact, they can make posts, and it's cool because the community can actually support itself. So like in my community, I have like a area where they can submit questions and ask for feedback. I have another section where they can make introduction posts. I have another one for when we do monthly challenges. So that's the nice thing about Kajabi, is that you can really gamify it and really make it an interactive community. Or maybe you don't want to have an interactive community, and that's totally okay as well. You can have more of like a subscription-based, less of a community feel to it, where people just get continual access to resources every month. Maybe you can also consider the members having access to each other. So some memberships will, buddy people up so that they have an accountability partner throughout the process. So really think of what you want your community to look like. And also, is there any other materials that people get access to? Maybe you give them access to different video lessons, maybe different audio recordings. I know I had a client before where she was offering like meditations. Maybe you offer a workbook or other just downloadable worksheets or just things that can help them in your area. Some people, I had a client before where she sent like a box of material to help with their niche. One client, she was in the artistic niche, so she sent over like, materials like that. So that's something else that she gave to her members. And I've also worked with people where they offer live events like in person. You could do that virtually or online, but that is another way that people can consume material and obtain knowledge, and also to, better their skills in whatever your niche is. Also, is there extra access to you? So maybe there is, again, like a group chat where you can give feedback and support. And if you have that, I encourage you to put a time on it. So don't just always make yourself available, because then you'll be answering phone calls or answering messages very late on like a Saturday night. And so maybe you can choose like a day and time, maybe like Monday through Friday from, I don't know, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., whatever your choice is. That way people respect your time, and this isn't something that's very draining for you. I've also seen some memberships, I actually used to do this myself, where there is an option for one-on-one support. So that is another way that people can access you, gain value, maybe get their questions answered. So again, go through this checklist and just remember to ensure that whatever you pick, that it's in alignment with your ideal lifestyle. And if you're not sure, I do recommend that you do market research. So look at other memberships being offered in your niche and just get inspiration for how they go about it. Also, you can talk to someone like me who's more than happy to assist you. I've helped so many niches, by the way, and a lot of them have created memberships because it's great, because it's recurring revenue, especially if you're a YouTuber, then that's a great way to earn sustainable income outside of the YouTube Partners program by simply turning your subscribers into members. And so I'm happy to help you. There are a bunch of links down below, and you can check out all the ways that I can support you in this process. But let's move on to step number 2 of planning out your membership site for a platform like Kajabi. Let's talk about pricing now. So again, I recommend choosing a pricing model that is recurring. And I really have to emphasize this because I've seen people offer memberships where it's just a one-time investment, but you have to realize that that's actually a lose-lose situation, because one, it's not recurring revenue for you. And no, we're not just doing this for money. However, you want this to be able to support your lifestyle and also your business. We don't want your business to be something that takes money out of your pocket, especially if you're signed up for something like Kajabi. There is a monthly investment, and so you just always want to be able to cover that cost. And also realize that this would be a lose for your clients, because then they're not committed every month. If I sign up for a one-time membership, I could forget about it. I'm not as committed because I'm not investing every month. So that's why I really recommend having a recurring offer. And again, I do recommend that you do market research just to see what other people are offering in your niche, what the price is. But just be careful when you're doing this, because I found that when doing market research, a lot of people don't know how to properly price something, because they just try to pick the lowest amount to stay competitive, but that's not really how pricing works. Because if someone wants to work with you, they want to work with you. They don't care if this person over here in the same niche is offering something similar, because they like you, they trust you, they see you as their guide. And so that's not really the best model, just to see what everyone else is charging and to charge something slightly below in hopes that people will pick you. That's not really how it works. You want to really choose. It's good to do market research just to understand the market, but you have to ask yourself, okay, does this feel like a fair exchange of value for me? Because whatever your area of expertise is, whatever the skill is that you're teaching, you have to realize that you spent so much time learning that, and you have to ask, okay, is this fair to me? Because if it's not, then it's not going to feel in alignment. And you also need to ask yourself, not only does it feel fair to me, does this really help me to accomplish my bigger mission? That's a really important question, because, for example, I had one client and she really wanted to make, like health, she was in the health niche. She really wanted to make help accessible to people who couldn't afford it. That was part of her bigger mission. And so that's why she made it very affordable. And so if that's something that's in alignment with your mission, then by all means go for it. And, for her, like, it felt fair because, she had so many people who want to join this membership. So she was able to put food on the table and to really afford her dream lifestyle. If you are struggling with pricing, feel free again to reach out to me or to take advantage of any of the other ways that I offer support. I do have my own membership. I do have group coaching, done for you services, and we can even just have a one-on-one conversation so that I can in your journey. So moving on to step number 3, now that you know the features, now that you have a grasp on the pricing, the next step is to name your membership. And the name of your membership should really attract potential customers, and they should be able to know immediately what it's all about. So I'll give you an example. One of my group coaching offers, which is technically a membership, it's called the YouTube Business Accelerator. So you could tell that it's about YouTube, it's about incorporating your business in there, and it's an accelerator which accelerates the process. You can join my membership and achieve your goals much faster. So again, it should be enticing, it should be able to roll off the tongue easily, it should be memorable. I'm going to put a list of words here that do really well in a membership name, so feel free to look at this, gain some inspiration, but also know that the name of your membership shouldn't exceed 4 words. It should be 2 to 3 at the most. I'm curious, if you think of a membership name for yours, feel free to leave it down below. I would love to just hear what your ideas are, and I'll even give you some feedback. I'll let you know if it's a good name for a membership and if it's appealing. Moving on to step number 4, you want to make your membership irresistible so that when people see it, when they hear about it in a YouTube video or when they read about it on a landing page, it's like they feel stupid to say no. They want to take action right now and join your membership. And the point of an irresistible offer is just so that people take action now, because for many people later becomes never. And you also just want to remove any concerns that people have before joining, because before people invest money, they have concerns such as, will this really help me? Will I get my money's worth? And so you just want to make it an absolute no-brainer, and you want to be able to remove that friction. And so the key to doing this successfully is to come up with irresistible components for the better good of the audience. Don't do this just for you so that you make sales, because I'm telling you that will just backfire. So there are 6 components right here of an irresistible offer, and I want to walk through each of them with you. So one way to make your offer irresistible is to have some logic in there. So this is a realistic explanation of why you're making such a generous offer. So this can be like an introductory offer, a beta offer, something that's limited time, like a 4th of July sale, which was yesterday. And you just want this to be something realistic so that people see, like why you're offering so much value very generously. So you could say this is, jam-packed with value, or let's say your membership is a little bit more expensive than other memberships out there. Then you want to justify that with logic. Say this is why this is so valuable, because we're going to help you with X, Y, and Z. This is what you're going to achieve. This is what we do differently. So really have that logic in there so that people understand the exchange of value, why they're putting this much or this less money into it. A second component of an irresistible offer is really to entice people. So for example, I saw this one membership. I wish I could find it. It was a while ago. It was for the health space. And they said that the average American spends more money on coffee every month than the price of their membership. So you could see why that's very enticing. It's like, oh wow, like I can continue to put my money towards, coffee, which probably isn't doing the best for my health, or I can put it towards this membership, which is bettering my health. So that's a good idea. You can also compare it to the industry standard or what other people are spending to get those results. So if people are trying to lose weight, for example, and they're spending so much money on, let's say, like a specific program or specific diet, then you could say, like ours is more enticing because people tend to get the result faster, more easily, and you don't have to go spending all this money. A third option for making your offer irresistible is to just have different payment options. So one good thing to do with memberships is you can have different tiers, and there's many ways you could go about this, but I'll give you some examples. So you can have different tiers. So you can have like a monthly plan, a semi-annual plan, and an annual plan. You can also have different tiers with different levels of access. This is more of like a hybrid offer, but you can have like maybe one membership tier where maybe they just have access to the monthly group calls. Maybe the second tier is that they get access to you once a month. Maybe a third tier is that, I'm using the health niche again, maybe the third tier is that they get customized diet plans from you. So it's good to have different payment options, just so that you can accommodate for different people. There's people who have money to invest and they really want to work with you and get your dedicated support. So that's why the third tier is appealing to them, and vice versa. Some people, they just want to get a taste for you, what you're all about. They want to see if you're a good fit. So maybe they'll start with the first tier and then eventually they will move up. It could also be a financial thing. So it's good to accommodate people for where they're at and what they need. Another irresistible component is to have bonuses. So these are just gifts, extra gifts that people get when they purchase. This can be a variety of things. Maybe it's like, oh, if you sign up this month for our membership, we're going to send you this t-shirt or this hat, or it could be a physical product, but it could also be something like digital, like you get an extra call with me, or I don't know, you get this bonus course. I'm just brainstorming for you so that you can get some ideas. The fifth irresistible component is to have scarcity. Now, let me explain this one because you want to do this with integrity. So scarcity is things like, only 5 spots left, or, this month only. And again, the reason for this is because for many people later becomes never. So we want to do this out of integrity. If you have false scarcity and you say, oh, only 3 spots left, when that's really not the case, I'm telling you that can ruin your reputation. So be careful with this and really stand to what you say. If there's only 3 spots left, say that. If there's a countdown timer, end the sale once the timer ends. And the 6th irresistible component is to have a guarantee. So this is what you offer to customers if they're not satisfied or if they don't get the result. So for example, you could say, if you join our membership, if you show up for the calls, if you go through the course and you don't feel satisfied or you don't get the result, then, after 30 days, we'll give you all your money back, or, we'll keep working with you without any extra pay until you get the result, something like that. But just be careful with guarantees, because if you say something like, if you're not satisfied, you can get all your money back at any time. If they've been paying you for 8 months and they've been showing up and getting value and they're just saying that they're not satisfied to get their money back, there are people who are like that. So just be sure to have something in your terms of service, before they make the purchase. Make sure that they check a box saying that, this guarantee is only for the first 30 days, and put things on there. Make it like a conditional guarantee. Like they have to show up, they have to take it seriously, they have to go through the courses, or, engage. Because if people just buy your membership, it's not like they're going to get the solution right away. They have to take your advice, they have to show up, they have to fully utilize what it is that you are giving to them. So we want to also be fair to you here. Just be careful with this, because we want to have sustainable businesses, and I don't want you to be in a position where, you owe someone all this money. The 5th step with this whole process, with planning out your membership and the pricing, is to market it, because you want to have a marketing plan in place. Otherwise, what was the point of all this if your ideal customer isn't going to hear it and actually to join your membership? So there's 2 main routes to market your membership. There is the paid route and there is the organic route. I made a really good video where I was drawing out an explanation with visuals of these 2 main routes, but in a nutshell, I do recommend that before you invest money into paid ads, that you ensure that your membership sales are happening organically. So whether you are posting on YouTube or Instagram, or it could also be in person, whether you are offering your membership in person to people, just make sure that it is something that your target audience wants and needs. Because sometimes you may launch a membership only to discover, okay, I need to make these adjustments. I need to adjust the features. I need to adjust the pricing or the name of it. And so you want to just make sure that that's happening organically before you spend money into ads. Otherwise, it's like you're just flushing money down the toilet. And so when it comes to marketing, some of my favorite, I'm going to talk about organic because organic is my favorite. Some of my organic is in person. I love going to events, but I also recommend that you send out email broadcasts. So be sure to build your email list. Whatever you're using, start to get people on your newsletter, start offering things for free so that people gain value in exchange for their email, and then you can make them this offer. Gary Vaynerchuk has a good book called Jab, 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 Right Hook, where you want to give, and then ask. So give value, start giving out freebies, it could even be something like, talking to a free 15-minute session on your area of expertise. It's kind of like the free appetizer. They taste it and they're hungry for more. So start giving things for free, and then you can start sending out emails, Instagram posts, different YouTube videos where you have more of a direct call to action, telling people to click the link down below to join your membership. My past client, the one who made 50K in 2 weeks, with her membership. That's no bullshit. I made a whole video about that where you can watch more details. But she was sending out email broadcasts, she was posting on Instagram, and mainly she was posting on YouTube, and that is where most of her leads came from. She made YouTube videos, she made community posts, and I love YouTube because when my client earned 50K, she's actually taking this whole month off. So we did this last month, towards the end of last month, and she's taking this month of July off to be with her children and to travel, but her YouTube videos are still getting views. And in all of her old videos, we put her membership link towards the top of the description. So that's why I love YouTube, because her videos are still appearing towards the top of search. And when people watch her videos, if they want to gain more access to her, they could see that membership link, and then she earns recurring revenue. And her membership is set up to where they get access to all her course material, and every month there's one live Q&A for an hour long. And so that's mainly what she needs to focus on right now. So that's why I really encourage people to create a membership, because it could truly, truly pay off for people. And my client has a lot of what I call Grand Slam YouTube videos. This is a concept that I created myself. And if you have Grand Slam YouTube videos, you can literally earn leads and sales on autopilot with YouTube. So a Grand Slam YouTube video is a video with quality. When I say quality, yes, lighting and audio and, the camera matters, but what really matters is, are you giving value? Are you, keeping attention? Are you getting people emotionally connected to you and your brand and your vision and what you're helping them with? So that's quality. You also want to have a call to action to an offer telling people, hey, this is valuable, click the link down below. The third thing is you want to have search engine optimization so that when people type in a question into YouTube, you're appearing in search. And the fourth component, which truly makes it a Grand Slam, is that it gets continual views that lead to sales. So I have videos that were posted over a year ago, still appearing in search. And it's like I planted a seed, because there's calls to actions, and now I'm growing my business. And I tell you that because I want you to achieve the same. And if you would like help with that, I have ways that I can help you down below. I have my beginner membership where I will guide you through my 5-step playbook right here of gaining clarity, getting in the flow of consistent content, building community, establishing your cash flow, and also most importantly, making the contribution that you want to make. If you really want more intimate support from me, I also have my YouTube Business Accelerator. This comes with weekly group calls and also one-on-one support, and also the option for done for you services. And if you are a YouTuber or an entrepreneur who is getting good traction and you just want someone like me to do basically everything for you, to build your website, to build your funnel, to write your emails, to write your Instagram posts, to your YouTube posts, then you can fill out a form down below and we can get on a call and we can outline what that would look like and how I can best serve you. So I hope you found value from this video. Don't forget to check out part 1 where I walk you through how to fully set this up in Kajabi. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.